So I already had a first round pick, which is why I dealt mine for Aaron Jones. Do you like it or hate it?
I like it.
I like it too. I look at like Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones is going to be asked to do. Not a lot. He's going to be asked to do a lot more this year because who's Rodgers going to throw the ball to?
Right. That's exactly my logic. He's got Watson. He's got Tunyon. He's got Lazard and St. Brown.
This rookie that Don doesn't stop talking about.
Yeah, seriously. Seriously. I agree with you 100%. I really think like Aaron Jones is going to have a breakout year. So we'll talk about that. And another trade, so the Terry McLaurin. So I traded Terry McLaurin for Laviska Shenault and pick 19.
I like that for you too because, Shenault and McLaurin is kind of like a toss-up, but you get a first-round pick. Because Shenault, you got Lawrence to see how he's going to be in year 2.
Right.
And then McLaurin, you have Carson Wentz, and who the hell knows what he's going to do with the way Washington is.
Yeah, so I look at it and I say, I know that they got Kirk, but they lost Chark. So it's still going to be Laviska as that number 2. I think that Jags are definitely improved. I think in a different system, in a Doug Marrone system, or not Doug Marrone, Chuck Peterson. What's his? Doug Peterson. Chuck. Peterson. I don't know where Chuck came from. But in Doug Peterson's offense, I think that he'll have a role. So I liked that easy pickup, and then obviously getting that pick 19 for it was just a no-brainer. So Terry McLaurin's gone. In another trade, my boy Russo sent CeeDee Lamb and Kareem Hunt to my boy Bobby for A.J. Brown and a 3rd rounder. So CeeDee Lamb, Kareem Hunt in exchange for A.J. Brown and a 3rd rounder. Here's how I view this trade. Hunt, contract year. Lamb, in my opinion, this is a Lamb for A.J. Brown trade. What separates it is I do like the 3rd round pick because if you think about it, it's a 10-team league. That's really like that's the 36th pick or 26th pick.
Yeah.
So that's not bad. So I liked that trade. I thought it was a fair trade. Who wins that trade? The person that gets Lamb and Hunt or the person that gets the 3rd and A.J. Brown?
I got a sneaky feeling that A.J. Brown's going to have a good year this year in Philly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And we already know what CD does with Prescott.
Yeah.
Well, did Amari Cooper get traded last year or after the season?
After the season.
So
Lamb's now the number 1.
Yeah.
And Cedric Wilson's in Miami. So now it's literally just Lamb and Gallup.
Man, that's good for anybody. Yeah, basically all you traded for was Kareem Hunt for a 3rd round pick.
That's the way I value that trade, to be honest with you. And then the last trade happened today. It's still pending in league office, which is me, by the way. Austin Eckler gets traded from my boy Enos to Fetters. Fetters sends back a 2023 first round pick, so not even in this draft, and A.J. Dillon. But here's the thing. Dynasty League, Austin Eckler's only getting older. He's never been able to string together healthy seasons. So I like this pick.
I like the A.J. Dillon, the first round pick.
I agree. I think that Enos getting that A.J. And here's why. I think that Aaron Jones is going to have to play a lot of, not receiver, but pass catching offense. So A.J. Dillon is going to have a extended role this year compared to before. In a 23 first, that could be the first overall pick. You don't know.
You don't know how the team's going to be.
So those are just some of the picks some of the trades that we've had. Right now, there's a Tyreek Hill trade floating around there. I've been offered a few things for Mitchell. One of the trades on the table right now is someone wants to send me Brandon Cooks, and I think I would get a 2023 second round pick in exchange for Elijah Mitchell. I need a wide receiver because here's my running backs. DeAndre Swift, Jonathan Taylor, Aaron Jones. Those are my top 3 running backs. Elijah Mitchell would be my 4th. But my only wide receiver right now is Justin Jefferson. The rest are like scrubs. Do I just suck it up and draft a wide receiver and keep my 4 running backs because they're hot commodity? Like, on the surface, it's not a bad trade.
No. Huh.
So here's the trade details again. I would get a 2nd rounder next year and Brandon Cooks in exchange for Elijah Mitchell.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, it's a good trade.
I think so too. I'm just procrastinating like a motherfucker. Alright, man, you ready to get into it?
Yeah.
You got your list?
What are we doing first?
That fresh on funky. Let's start with quarterbacks, the one position where people like to reach.
Yeah. Always that one person that takes Mahomes in the first round.
Always, and I'm going to talk about that. But give me one person that like you had a hard time not putting in your top 10 that didn't make your top 10.
That didn't make it?
Yeah.
The one quarterback that probably people are going to be surprised by and probably a little put off about is I don't have Prescott in my top 10.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. I don't have Matt Stafford in my top 10.
I don't either.
You don't either? Okay. So we're good there. Well, now I'm really excited to see what yours looks like. Tell me who's in your top 10 that you don't think would normally be in the top 10. You can give me that spoiler.
I have... Well, he's not...
Don't tell me where he ranks. Just
no, he's... I have... I have 2 actually that I didn't have in the top 10 last year. I had...
Just tell me one.
Kyler Murray.
Okay. All right. That's interesting. All right, man. So count us down at number 10. So at number 10, who is going to finish at number 10 for you in 2022?
My number 10 quarterback is Kyler Murray.
All right, and why?
He wasn't on my list last year because I feel he had to prove it last year. And he may have lost Christian Kirk, but he picked up Hollywood Brown.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to help him. Along with...
We're light years apart on him, by the way.
Yeah.
I have him in my top 10. I don't have him anywhere near 10.
Well, when you see the other guys ahead of him, you'll see my logic, maybe.
All right. All right, so number 10 for me, Jalen Hurts. So, finished number 11 last year. They added A.J. Brown. He's got elite rushing ability. I feel he's going to be more consistent in year 2 under head coach Nick Sirianni. They added James Bradbury, which impacts the QB because if they can force more turnovers with him and Darius Slay, that gives him more chances. Add in Dallas Goedert, Devontae Smith, now A.J. Brown, second year back, Kenny Gainwell.
You're not giving him a lot of credit.
Listen, all I'm saying is there's gonna systems are in play, and he's set up to have a pretty good year.
He may only had 16 touchdowns last year, but
listen, I had him. I picked him up in round 16 last year of my draft, and up until week 9, before they really started running the ball, he was performing at QB5. He was really doing well for me. So. He only had one game where he didn't rush the ball 7 times. So, listen, if he's there between rounds, after round 10, I would take Jalen Hurts. So, Jalen Hurts is my top 10. I'm going to surprise you with my number 9. I think. I might. I don't know. You're surprising me so far. At number 9, I took Aaron Rodgers. So, so here's why I put Rodgers 9. The weapons definitely hurt him. So He's definitely, a lot of people are going to have him higher than me. He's going to get taken before a lot of other people that I'm going to name. He's not attending minicamp. He's got a new receiving core, basically. St. Brown isn't even the best St. Brown. It's his brother, Amon-Ra. So he's not even going to be, he's going to be like relevant, but not that well. Allen Lazard, Watson, Tanyan, Aaron Jones. Like, I think that this team is going to be poised to run the ball more, to take pressure off of Aaron Rodgers. He doesn't throw a lot of picks. He's still going to be great in being in the top 10. I just don't think he's going to be I don't think he's going to be. There was multiple quarterbacks I could see taken before I take Aaron Rodgers.
I may surprise you. I don't have Rodgers ninth, but he's close.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. All right, so who's at 9 for you?
This one's going to probably surprise you, too, because you'll probably spit out your drink. Lamar Jackson.
Wow. All right, so you have 2 running quarterbacks at 9 and 10.
Yep.
Okay. All right, go ahead. Tell me that logic.
Lamar Jackson, he lost Sammy Watkins. He lost Hollywood Brown.
Yep.
Yeah, he may still have running backs. He may still have Mark Andrews, but I don't know. I think he's in his contract year. They picked up the 5th-year option.
Yeah.
There's something's going on there, because why wouldn't Baltimore want to sign him?
Right.
Unless they don't want to pay him all that money. I don't think his head's going to be there. I mean, yeah, it's contract year, and
I think the lack of weapons hurts him.
The big risk with the running quarterbacks is, especially when we're not big, especially not jacked and stacked like Josh Allen.
Right. I think like, so I'm very surprised that you have him at 9. I also have him in my top 10, and he's on the other half of his top 10.
I'm sure.
But it's really because of his running ability. I look at it and say, like, last year was an anomaly. He was hurt. I think he missed like 6 games, 5 games, 3 games, something like that.
We have to take a shit.
Yeah, that too. Listen, okay, when laxatives hit you, they hit you. But I think easily for him, like, I agree, he definitely doesn't have wideout. People forget about Rashad Bateman. He'll have a pretty good year. He's probably the next Hollywood Brown. They still have Mark Andrews. J.K. will be back. Gus Edwards will be back. This team will be better than what they were this year. But you're right on the injury. So it's risk-reward for me, for sure. Who do you got at 8?
Russell Wilson.
I don't even have him in my top 10. And can I say why before you tell me why he's in yours?
Okay.
Russell Wilson is that guy, that quarterback that will get you wins week 1 through 8. But when it comes down to crunch time and you're trying to get into the playoffs, unless you're 8-0, you're fucked with Russell Wilson as your one quarterback. Because that guy falls apart mid-season. 2 years ago, he was an MVP candidate, and he fucking fell apart. That's why I can't put him in my top 10. I'm super passionate about not putting that fucker in my top 10. So why is he in yours?
Well, he got traded to Denver, and basically it's just, look at the weapons that Denver has. Yeah. You have Sutton, you have Judy, you have Javonte Williams, you have
Gordon, you got Gordon. Abalagawuga, the tight end over there, because I got rid of Fant.
I think he's gonna do good in the thin air.
We'll see, man. We'll see. He's just so inconsistent for me.
I think he's gonna surprise a lot of people.
He might, man. He might be like that lunar eclipse.
He's a lot better than Drew Lock.
Amen. No doubt about that. I didn't have Drew Lock in my top 10, did you?
No.
I'm just making sure. All right, what number are we at? Number 8? All right, I'm going to go with the guy from LSU, the 26-year-old third-year player, Mr. Joe Burrow. Last year ended at number 8. 9 out of 17 games where he failed to log 25 fantasy points last year. Wasn't really until week 16 and 17 that he really bloomed. That's where he put up over 40 points in both those. But the guy's got weapons, man. He's got an upgraded O-line. He's got Hayden Hurst now at tight end. He's got Chase, T, Mixon. He can easily be a top 5. He's someone that can definitely grow up into that top 5. But I put him at number 8 just right now. I want to make sure it's consistent. What you got, Willis?
My 8th was Russell Wilson.
Oh, my bad. Public school. Number 7 is a guy that you don't even have, so I can talk a little bit about him, but that's Mr. the one that they call Dak.